Welcome back, fellow dungeoneers, to the Brexit Estate hard by the darkest dungeon, in the lee of some horrific Dartmoor-like country. Now, before we continue with this campaign, I'd like to take a little moment to say thank you very much to one of my viewers who pointed out that the Bulwark of Faith, I almost called it Bulwark of Light, and pretty soon you'll understand why. The Bulwark of Faith ability, while limited to being used once per battle now, lasts for the entire fight. That's pretty good. I now like it even more than before. Now, let's think about this for a minute, and let's get a tiny little bit silly. Reynold begins with the Warrior of Light quirk, which allows him to deal extra damage if the torchlight is above 75%. Alright? So look, we have a skill that raises the torchlight by 20 and gives him a protection bonus for the entire battle. And not only that, right, but this particular Reynold also has hard skinned for extra protection. I'm quite liking the way this is looking. In fact, we're going to send him in for therapy, and he is going to get that Warrior of Light quirk locked in right now. But wait, there's more. I have other campaigns, so let's just take a little look at one of those for a moment, and then we'll come back to this one. Promise. Now, some of you may recall the Brexit Estate, which was used for testing the Kraken mod. In fact, the Kraken has awoken once more, the level 3 Kraken is ready to be defeated. But let's just go and look at this one, and pretty soon you'll understand why, right? Oh, this is insane. I've just been so unbelievably fortunate here.
I remember days when the sun shone, and laughter could be heard from the tavern.
So look. Here we have Reynold with Bulwark of Faith, Warrior of Light, and Eldritch Slayer, which I'm going to be locking in as about as soon as I can afford it, really. Right? That was a pretty good combination, yeah? But wait, there's more! There's a Twilight Knight with Warrior of Light as well! Oh, the party combinations! And between the two of them, they have got so much light and stress manipulation, it'll be insane! Now, if only I could get them both irrepressible as well, it would be glorious! Oh, why did it have to happen to the Brexit Estate and not the Brexit Estate? The poor Brexit mistake. No, it's not a mistake, it's the single most glorious thing to have happened to this nation in the last 20 or 30 years. Even if people are intent on trying to derail and destroy it. But anyway, yeah, we shall now return to the Brexit Estate and just pray that we get such synergistic combinations of quirks and skills in the not too distant future. Now, something very important to note is the game has currently got this really annoying bug where when you load a save, it turns on deck-based stagecoach without telling you.
Let me share with you the terrible wonders I have come to know.
And the problem with that is, I don't like deck-based stagecoach very much. It has its place, don't get me wrong, it's very good, a lot of people like it, but it's supposed to be optional. I know they made it a default option, but you can turn it off, so why can't it remain turned off? So, options, gameplay, oh, at least it stayed off for now. So it seems to be, when I launch the game, anytime I load a campaign save for the first time in that session, it turns deck-based stagecoach back on without telling me, and then I switch to different ones and they've all got it turned on, and when I come back to them, sometimes they have it turned off, sometimes they have it turned on. So it's an annoyance. I hope that gets fixed. But for now we have Reynold in therapy, And my main goal here, I think, at this point, is to make the armor upgrades a little bit cheaper. Alright, so we want deeds. But hey, last session I was talking about the Witcher reskin for the Bounty Hunter. I've now activated it on this campaign, and if we just take a few moments, there we are! A Witcher, plain as the eye can see. And he does attack with his swords, he does Witcher sign when he defends, he does all sorts of things. And he's hard-skinned as well. Very tempting. I might have to get rid of one of these 3 men-at-arms. I think Gunther and Wenger Felgren could possibly go. And then we have a witch here as well, and it would be really nice to include the witch because her flesh curse is a healing spell that is applied to an ally and raises their stress a little bit. Oh, but then look, Reynold could just use Inspiring Cry to take that stress back down again and bring the torchlight up, which would benefit his Warrior of Light. Oh, it's just silly. It's going to be... Oh, I am so looking forward to it all. Yes, I'm not sure if I want... Look, I need to decide now if I'm going to get these 2 or not. Let's see. Quick reflex message. The quirks aren't that great. It could be ages till we get another one, though. Hard-skinned and light-sensitive. It's not too shabby, actually. So, who can we do with that? Well, obviously, I'm not going to get rid of anyone for Crimson Curse, because I don't know if releasing them out into the wilderness could infect the surrounding lands and do really, really bad things. I have played a little more on one of my other campaigns. I have now encountered the Fanatic. I haven't gone to the second Crimson Curse dungeon quest yet. And I'm trying not to, but the Fanatic just came and got me. I like the fact they say, like, hey, you know, there will be audio clues to let you know that the Fanatic's hunting you. No, there wasn't. No, there wasn't. There was just a special Fanatic load screen at the start of the dungeon. And I went through an entire dungeon. I was 1 room away from the end, and I went, okay, look, I'm going to leave now. Another run a bit later. You know, start of the dungeon, special Fanatic load screen again. He's going to be hunting you. That's fine. He jumped us in the first room, no warning or anything, and I kind of had to fight him. So, yeah, who can I get rid of? Well, Estella has Precise Striker, which is worth hanging on to. Teska Torrid, he's not great, but he'll do. Wenger Felgren, Armor Tinker. Armor Tinker's okay, but it's not something you want to lock in. You know, it's a nice little bonus. And Tough. Armor Tinker and Tough isn't bad, right? We have Gunther, Kotak, Resilient. Resilient is good, but it's not the same as Steady. Huh. I mean, all the other heroes I've got are worth keeping, so it's like, who do I want to... Well, let's go take a look at what quests are available, okay? Because, looking at this, right, there will always be other bounty hunters. There'll probably end up be another witch later on. I'm really, really, really hoping for a Twilight Knight, because... You know, we got 2 founding stones. I know it's got no graphics yet. It won't look like the spiky stone head that's a console exclusive. It's going to need special artwork. I know what it's going to look like. I've got a pretty good idea. Those of you who are Kingdom Death fans will have a fairly good idea how it's going to look. You know those stone faces the floor is made out of? It's one of those faces. So, let's see. We got... These are all class... That's not a class trinket. Right. We also have a lot of afflicted heroes. Huh. And I should have probably sent those 4 out while it was still possible. So, we don't want to go to the darkest dungeon, obviously. And we want deeds. For this, we're going to want a, you know, an experienced and tooled up party who are kind of ready to go. You know, who are like special guys, level 2 weapons, level 2 armor. What's this? Absinthe. With a grave rubber. Oh, great. Poise makes perfect decision in poison. Makes you go blind if you drink that stuff, apparently. Right. Deeds. And a Book of Intuition. Pretty good. Let's see. I mean, that's okay. Busts, we got a reasonable amount of busts at the moment. It's only week 7, right? Okay. So this is the current party. We have... we got a jester. Okay, we've got a jester. Let's do a little training. Stella... she could probably do with that skill soon, but let's see, is there anything we really want? Or absolutely cannot do without at this point? Apart from this, obviously. You know what? There we go. You, my fine friend, are getting completely reorganized. This is going to be silly. This is a hilarious skill to watch, by the way. It's just like, you know, he just, like, thank you and good night. He bows around the microphone stand, embracing it, and just, like, impales them on a spiky spear microphone of death! And the crowd goes wild in his head, because he's, like, totally insane, right? And the crowd boos him if the attack misses, and it's just, oh, it's bonkers, right? Okay, what can we... Is anyone diseased? Yes, he is diseased, but we kind of need him at the moment. You know what? He is currently afflicted. Yes. I wanna do it! Oh well. Okay, so the goal is to go on a quest, get some deeds, make sure nobody dies. I don't have to succeed because they're all afflicted, but it would be nice. For now, the goal is survival and, you know, recycling the heroes at the stagecoach. Just get loads of heirlooms. The money isn't as important. I'm aware that I can trade, but it's always at a disadvantage. The exchange rate is 3 for 1. That's just where are we? Yeah, 6 for 1. It's just no. If I want to ever build any of the districts, which are currently locked because they, I don't know if you have to complete the first Crimson Courtyard quest or not to unlock them, but you know, they're very expensive to build and need a lot of heirlooms, so I think they're kind of late game. Anyway, if we're going out, let's cheer up some heroes. Hakim will... You know what? He's got very expensive taste. He's going to go to the brothel and probably catch the clap or something. Alright. Venga Felgren will go and ponder military strategy. Yeah, he won't tell the priest at the temple that's what he's doing, but he's just gone somewhere nice and quiet where he can think things over and hopefully learn to be a better person. Right. Let's start our quest. Have I done a quest in the Warrens yet? Yeah, I have. I've talked you through the basics of the Warrens. Lots of pigmen, lots of bleeds. Nope, too many. Lots of bleeds. 2 of them. What? Nope, that can go back. 1 key, because you sometimes get locked things, and you know what, just on the off chance that we get some of that stuff as well. Okay, into the Warrens we go. What we're hoping for here is a successful quest, lots of stress reduction. I just realised if the Jester's doing encore, finale, he won't...
To prosecute our war against the swine, we must first scout their squalid homes.
Won't be relieving that much stress, will he? Right. Oh look, this is very sharp and dangerous. We should wrap stuff around our fingers to protect ourselves. It's alright. Okay, so let's see. We want... Okay, we're not going to have that. No, we'll just stick with these for now. Right. Right. Rain down blows upon those at the back. Let them suffer the wrath of the righteous flagellant. Knife! Knife to meet you, knife! Oh, this is gonna be...
Confusion, nerves, and panic.
Imagine all the abacuses in the world connected. Yeah, it's called the internet, love. There's so many in-jokes here, I tell you.
Blossoms.
All the computing devices in the world connected through one strange information highway? That would never work!
Fight. Focus.
Go on, go on, go on. Knock her back, knock her back, knock her back. You want to. You messed up. You're missing out. Okay, let's do some healing. Uh-oh, she's stressed. She's thinking about things she found. And I didn't use her. Oh, I messed up. I got no... Right. Stab him. Stab him with vengeance. And you, sweetheart, you can just get really, really angry. You crazy Latino bonkers warn you. Oh, and that's a lot of bleed. Come on, come on. Fix her up. Fix her up so she doesn't go to death's door. More fixing. And refused. Oh well. Let's get completely silly then. Guarded by the jester.
A time to perform beyond one's limits.
Beyond one's limits indeed. It's microphone jester time.
Destroyed.
Oh, the pain! The bleeding pain! Oh, she's getting angry. You won't like her when she's angry. She's so angry she'll use a bandage. And then... axe attacks! Well, it's more of a halberd, but, you know. Is he badly hurt enough to use redeem... Now he is!
The blood quickens.
Thank you, Mr. Flagellant, for flagellating there. You just pushed yourself into redemption territory. And while it's not the old road, the amount of healing was very satisfactory indeed. You know what? Let's blight him a bit as well. This is blight resistance. Yeah! That's right. Sorry, I'm just in such a good mood at the thought of the sheer ridiculousness of Reynold and a Twilight Knight just murdering everything in bright light without even taking torches with them, because he'll just be going like, I don't care, I'm just using Bollock of Faith every encounter! The light shall shine! I am the light and we are... Oh, we've just had 3 tunnels in a room, in a row, with no enemies. It's getting dark! We are not the flame! But I have Bollock of Faith, so if you run into anything, I can be a shining example of heroic virtue. Oh, yes. Ho ho!
Does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
What did I learn from that?
Clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
To quote one of my friends, the Critterdin is real! We need to make the Critterdin work. In Darkest Dungeon, that would be hilarious. Alright, alright. I'm going to go S-bend, or is it? It's 90%, no, just go round. Right, big C. Not that one, not a disease, just... It's not really a C, it's more like a G, but anyway. See, we've got a big C. A little bit going off the bottom. It could be an E with a bit on the bottom if you like, but depends how we fill it in.
Such blockages are unsurprising. These tunnels predate even the earliest settlers.
Let's get silly. Okay, let's not get silly. Yeah. Ooh, beg your pardon there. Just a tiny little burp. Right, knife. You know what the single most important thing in a knife fight is? The one most important thing you gotta do if you're in a knife fight, right? If you are in a knife fight, this is the one most important thing you must always make sure of. Make sure you got a knife. Now that might sound really dumb, but think about it, right? If you're in a knife fight and you get disarmed and lose your knife, and your opponent's still got his knife, you're screwed, right? So just make sure you've got a knife when you're in a knife fight. Most important thing, right? Well, second most important thing would probably be don't get in a knife fight, because you're an idiot. You get killed. It's none of this Hollywood holding the knives upside down and blocking with the tip with your wanky elbow crossed across your chest going, I can't extend my arms, I'm a fucking T-Rex. No! It's a fucking... People will just get stabbed and die really quick in a knife fight. It's just brutal. Just saying. Right. Bleed! Thank you. You have obeyed my command. Let's ka-chop. And let's start removing some of that stress. I should have checked what the affliction was.
Inspiration and improvement.
Oh, great. Just nice of the AI there, bouncing out my deed. Wasn't that great? Okay, healing over here. Now we're talking. You can guard her, because you're going to be attracting a lot of attention.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
Oh no, don't push, you'll mess up the whole... Thank you very much. I really needed that, because now these people are going to refuse to get moved through and completely bollocks me up for the next few rounds. And don't say it won't, because I'm pretty sure it blooming will. Right, let's get rid of a little bit more of that. Oh, masochistic, irrational, rapturous. Well, we know what rapturous is not so bad, so we can just stick on that. And she doesn't actually need to go any much further forwards, and my arm is itchy. That's annoying. There we are, had a nice little scratch. Okay, push into the back. See if I care. It can still do things. Oh, you nasty, horrible woman, you. Why did you have to be so emotionally disturbed? Mentally disturbed. Sorry. Emotionally disturbed implies some kind of patronizing attitude. Look, she's just freaking out, okay? She's irrational. I'm allowed to call her an irrational woman when she's irrational. Not that I do it too often. I'll just call it what it is, you know? Yes, keep hitting the flagellant. He likes it.
Back to the pit.
You know what? Oh, you missed. Below 100? Yeah, 90 something. 90! And a push, and a shove, not a shove. Alright, okay, let's just move him up there near the front again. Oh, she's a canny one, isn't she? But he's prepared this time. He's ready for it. He knows what she's up to. And he knows that the antiquarian is slapping him with the flat of her blade, calling him a silly nincompoop, and other bad words. But it only encourages him to greater acts of devotion. I was going to say violence, but, you know, devotion's better. Is he in redemption range? No. Wait, is it 50? It's... I think he needs to be 1 point lower. Hey, come on. He's on 50%. 11 of 22 is 50%. It's not below 50%, you lying game. Dishonest! You're fibbing to me. I wonder if they've actually factored in the blight to that. Because then it would be 10 of 22. If they actually factored that in, that would be very interesting. And let's remove a little more stress. Oh, you stubborn... You stubborn fool. Let's just remove a little bit of this stress then. The irrationality of this woman cannot be underestimated. Neither can her capacity for accruing stress at an alarming rate. Oh joy.
Annihilated.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Not a bad haul, if I do say so myself. That's quite nice. Now we have a minor antique. We're getting there. We're getting there. Our gold recovery run is not letting us light a torch. Okay, you light a torch then. That's better. Alright, so continuing with our... The thing is, the kills won't give us anything extra apart from combat rewards. We're only getting it for the quest, but if I go up here, I'll have to double back, and that's not as much fun. So I pretty much have to go through this room anyway, and here we have a load of mouldy, stinking stuff. Let's just try and purify it a little.
Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
And she refuses to eat. Are you hungry? Yes, you are. How about you? No, how about you? No, you might refuse healing. There we go, that's better. And since we're headed into danger, we should probably light a torch on the other side of this pile of rubble. There we go. Here we go now. Ultra-violence, here we come. Okay, not quite so bad. Let's just... No, we can Iron Swan. Let's just lighten the load there a little. And light a torch and make them bleed. Bleed, you buggers hiding at the back. Oh, mate, you should not have done that to her. She is going to whack you in the goober vernaculum. If you don't know what it is, look it up. It's an interesting medical term for... Go look it up.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
I'm not entirely sure how to spell goober vernaculum, but I know what it is.
Palpable fear.
Alright, little bit of healing. He should still be in range for a big bit of healing coming through. Mate, he's got a... Oh, minus 10 blight resist. Oh, it's the Book of Rage, not the Book of Constitution, of course. More stress. Oh. And hopefully a new round. I'm getting a bit dry. I'll need to take a break before the next episode. Truly now? He desires to release No, you scum! How could you? Oh. See, now you're in actual real danger that you weren't in before, and that's gonna really hurt. Okay, chop that one. Here comes the pain. Oh, oh. Oof. All right. Are you going to be sensible? You're going to be sensible. Drink that. Drink that. There we go, that's much better. Looking a little more balanced now. Right, you. Have some! Wait, it's only forwards 1? It is forwards 1. Yeah, you want solo and finale, really, for the ridiculous combo. But it's okay, right? Could be much worse. Put a little healing there, because he kind of likes being badly hurt. He shouldn't, but he does. And it kind of works well for us, so who are we to complain, really? Speaking of complaining, let's give this mouth-carrying crawler something to complain about.
Continue the onslaught.
Or at least give his mates something to complain about after witnessing it. You know, they'll just be like oinking and snorting and traumatized at the severe carnage they just witnessed. Speaking of severe carnage, have it!
Give them no quarter.
So we're bringing him forwards to the front here where we can reach him, but more importantly I believe redemption may be at hand once again, unless he does something completely stupid, which wouldn't surprise me in the least, really. That wasn't redemption, was it, pal? You nut job. He was just like, yes, the pain! Like, no! Heal everyone, you idiot! Heal thyself! He's not even a physician. Nice.
Momentum.
Deeds, we needed deeds. Oh, you cannot be serious. Right, you, matey cocky sunshine, you are going to be putting that right there just to make yourself a little bit more durable. Bandages are great, you should use them. Now let's press on. Okay, let's pretend we're clever and just avoid this chamber, come to here, see if we get a scouting roll, decide which one of those two to go to. And they get to eat. Nice! It restores him up to like 5 health. Okay. You know what? It's insane. She's like a raging alcoholic, or she will be in a few missions' time. Just sitting around in the hacienda, going on about the Retsina as the sun sets, and just like, oh yeah, there's some really good stuff. I'm gonna go kill some monsters with a weapon later on. You should see it. It'll be freaking brilliant. Yeah. Well, we'll see. And we're like, yeah, sweetheart, just sober up a bit, okay? You'll be much better at it then. It's like, no. When I'm drunk, I can fight even better. You gotta believe this shit. I mean, you gotta, no. You gotta see it to see it. If you're my best friend. He's a bounty hunter pushing her off like, look, I'm a professional, I'm going to go wreck some monsters, okay, and if you just want to get sloshed on the job, just do it in your spare time, okay, sweetheart? And she's just like hanging around his neck, slobbering and calling abuse, and the other heroes are just standing in a corner going, oh dear God, what's she done this time? Yep, here we are again. Let's light that last torch. Do we get... we do. And while we wanted a combat-free experience, there's 2 fights, 1 fight. It's treasure, but we're pretty full up, and let's just be confident and careful. You know, overconfidence is a slow and sure killer after all, so, and insidious as well. Sorry, I was thinking War of the Worlds. Slowly and surely they drew their plans against us. It relates to another game I had going on recently, a while back. 2 or 3 weeks ago. War of the Worlds references were very apt at the time. It's alright, it's okay, working every hour to the end of the day. It's alright, it's okay, working to the end of the day. Now, will this fail, or will he just do it on himself? Okay, it actually fails, so he has to target someone else. Nice! Nice healing. Not such a nice stress total, but nice all the same. And when we get back to town, we should have some less stressed out heroes. Oh, you know what? We need to upgrade the stage coach to get more heroes in town anyway, so it's like...
Be gone, fiend.
It's down to 67 stress, so this stress removal tactic does work. It's just really, really, really slow. It's okay, there's a doorway over there. Beyond that doorway lies victory. You know what victory smells like? It smells like a blighted, rapturous flagellant. Roaring, there can only be one! Door left to pass through! Oh, you didn't bleed, bad spider. We'll just have to, like, chop you with a kukri instead. He's nervous stab. You don't stab with a kukri, it's just not built for it. It's basically an axe in knife form.
Confidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Yeah, it's like an axe on a handle, just a very short handle. And now let us return to the amulet and see what good in it. The amulet? The amulet! It's like an amulet, but with an H. What you want to do is don the amulet around your neck, and then you will be a amuleted hero! No, maybe not.
The twisting tunnels seem a little less impassable.
Alright, a nice gold total. It, you know, okay for an antiquarian run, especially considering how extremely stressed out all the heroes were, and a nice amount of crests as well. I think we'll get that blacksmith upgrade after all. The resolve level up, I know, you told me. Right, this is the spot is bad, soft is also bad, and he's also diseased, so we want to fix that disease. We'll be replacing him with a man-at-arms soon.
A fresh irritant to some. A sanguine memory to me.
The mosquitoes are still swarming over the town. This cannot be good for the townsfolk. Let us upgrade the blacksmith, as I said we would. And you know what? Little Velia's going to get an armor upgrade, and Fennel will also have an armor upgrade. Now let's see who's in the stagecoach today. Is it me, or does that look like an eyebrow and like two eyes with a mouth? It kinda does, doesn't it? It really does. It's like, you will enter in through the devouring doorway of the hospital, and you will never leave. It's like Royston Vasey, the Royston Vasey of sanitariums. Right, so, stagecoach. You know what? This is the Nexus version. I could switch it to the Steam version, so it should actually look better and be a completely different character class. Valognes. Well, it's a leper. We don't have one of them yet, and that might be nice. It's not quite. I mean, I'd rather have withstand for a leper, really, because you got a leper with withstand and solemnity, and you have a pretty solid, tough leper right there. We have a Vestal, fairly, and another man-at-arms. Okay, what do we need? We need 8. 8. Oh. Well, what we can do is send these 4 out on another mission next. Not the courtyard. Probably the ruins of a Weald. Wait, did we reinforce? We did reinforce Warrior of Light. Haven't reinforced Hard Skinned. Need to consider that because it's really... it just combos nicely with Bulwark of Faith, to be honest. Let us go to the guild and complete the initial training of these 2 heroes. Are these on? Yeah, okay. And 1 more each for these 2 as well. is there anything we can do with these? 3 buildings, we probably can't upgrade here. We can. You know, level 2 skills are really, really very good. So let's do that. So upgrading the
creature has a weakness. The wise hero trains for what he will face.
Upgrading the instructors now allows for higher level skills, and the higher level skill is, the more effective it is, and the better it becomes. Look at that, look at that, look at that. 25 proc goes to 28 proc, which again isn't too great, but when you factor in hard skin, that's 38, and it's for the entire encounter. Then it's, you know, I'm looking forward to trying it out at some point, but yeah, I'm not going to push for level 2 skills just yet, I think, because this money total it's getting there, but it's a bit low. So let's see. Portraits, crests, add some medium, and it's a thing for the antiquarian. And I'm not sure if the amount of experience you gain is like a point more for a medium or not. I can't remember, because you only get experience for completing the quest. But if we just stick at the ruins and work our way towards the necromancer with this crew, I think that just that short run there will be, and that she is, I hope she can't infect the other heroes while they're in there. But anyway, that'll be next time. So yeah, I'm going to wrap it up this time. I'll say bye bye for now, thanks for watching, and see you all next time. Cheerio.